Hi, my name's Stewart, and I'm the Parks and Rec Director for Manhattan, and you may or may not be aware that we recently passed the Move MHK Comprehensive Parks and Recreation Master Plan. We're going to start a video series called Move MHK Mondays to help kind of inform people what all's in that plan, because there is a lot in there. We anticipate this plan to serve us for the next 20 years. It identified over $200 million worth of capital projects that includes all of our park system and including indoor aquatics and a potential rec center. A lot of the focus has been on that aquatics and rec center, but I'm going to kind of walk you through kind of where we're going to begin and what all else is in that plan, including the 4 goals that came out of that. And so we'll kind of start there. Part of this is to allow people to ask questions, so make sure you leave questions in the comments and we will address those in future videos. There are times that we may go live to help address those in real time, so we encourage you to check out this video series to learn more about Move MHK and how that impacts Parks and Recreation going forward. So, what are our 4 goals? Number 1, enhance the level of quality of parks. Well, what does that mean? We need a strategy to repair and replace all of our park amenities. That's part of that deferred maintenance that I was talking about, that $100 and some million for just our park infrastructure over a short-term, medium-term, and long-term implementation plan to replace things that need maintenance and amenities that need updating. Goal 2, focus on the quality improvements that consider future needs and growth. And so this is where the pool is housed. Over several recent surveys, we've had a lot of interest, up to 75–78% saying they want a pool. Obviously, that's a very expensive endeavor, and we would need additional funding. So if that was to go forward, we would have some kind of additional funding that would be either from outside entities, potentially a sales tax, etc. Number 3, enhance the delivery of programs and services. So this is one of the ones that we'll start on. Enhancing the program and service delivery is something that doesn't cost anything. It details out in there, identifying public partners working together, making sure our activity guides are aligned with what's on our website, simple things like that we can do. But it's also about making sure that we're staying up with trends, making sure that we're doing a good review of our programs, learning about program life cycles, making sure that the services we deliver mirror and match what our citizens want. So there's a lot that goes into that. It sounds really simple, but there's a really in-depth review, and that's a constant review over and over and over again. So we look forward to improving the quality of programs and services and making sure that we add new services along with that. Goal number 4, enhance the operational efficiency and financial health of the department. Many of you probably remember a few years ago there was discussions around what Parks and Rec could afford and could not afford to run. Part of this is looking at a new cost recovery modeling and making sure that we are running in a way that we provide access through scholarship programs thanks to our foundation, but we also are pricing our programs in a way that there's a higher cost recovery, reducing the overall subsidy to the taxpayer. That's important because the more we can shrink that subsidy, the more financially stable we are, as well as that allows us to provide better services to those that are underserved because of that financial stability. So as we talk about implementation, a lot of what the depth of implementation will be surrounded by how it's financed. And I'm sure that many of you have heard about a 1-cent sales tax that's come up through the budget process and a way to operate Parks and Recreation outside the general fund and also allow for the capital. Doesn't seem to be a lot of appetite for that right now, so I'm not sure that will proceed at this time. That doesn't mean it won't proceed in the future. There are other options out there as well. So, for example, the quality of life that's building SECO right now and some trail work and built the rec centers will expire in 2028. There's an opportunity to renew that 1/4 cent sales tax. Now, if it's at the 1/4 cent level, it would obviously not be enough money to build indoor aquatics, but we could accomplish a lot of the deferred maintenance that's called out in the plan, which a major portion of the survey results show that people want us to take care of what we have. So that's obviously an important goal for us. But again, back to 3 and 4, they don't cost anything to implement. So we're going to focus our efforts there and make sure that we're doing a better job of delivering service and programs, making sure that we keep up with trends, and ideally get more of you to come out and participate with us and enjoy the services and our amenities in our parks. So we see that as a big success if we can accomplish goal 3 and 4, especially in the near future. So we hope that you'll see the results of that and then participate in them. That's kind of the top view of looking at where we are today with the adoption a couple weeks ago and how we're going to move forward in implementation. So we'll cover this more in depth each week. We'll pick out a section and kind of cover this. Again, I encourage you to ask questions about the plan, and I'm happy to cover those in these videos. We want you to be fully informed. We want to have good information out there because there is a lot of misinformation about what's going on. So please submit questions. I'm happy to answer those and tell you how this plan will work to build our future. There's a reason we called it Move MHK, Dawn of a New Era. And we see this as a fresh start for us to move forward. So we want to make sure that everybody knows how we're going forward with this. Thanks, I appreciate you tuning in, and I look forward to seeing your questions.